And when you get some of this going on, yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? That's what we talked about last time, preparing your body for rest, whether it's through your food, like we talked about with our food journals and things like that, or something like this. I mean, this is the middle of the day. It's like, what, 2 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that. And don't tell me you couldn't take a nap right now with this weather, the thunder, the lightning. We're 12 stories up. It's raining hard, beautiful downtown Houston, and middle of the afternoon, just got out of the pool, took a shower. But man, I mean, you could just like drift off. You hear that? I know. There's all types of ways to prepare your body for sleep, but I think the most important things that you can do is the environment. You know, the things that are happening around you, the type of lighting that you have, or you know, the sounds, the weather. I know we don't control that, but why not take advantage of it? Wow, you could take like a 2-hour nap right now and be like, phew. Yeah, I think, you know, I always talk to my clients. Right now I have some overhead lighting on. That's something I would remove. So it takes about 2 hours for your body to kind of prepare itself for sleep. So if your bedtime is like 10 o'clock, about 2 hours before that, what you want to figure out and do is create the right environment. Whether that is, whether it's the type of music you're listening to, which if you like to watch TV, which you're watching on TV, I prefer no backlit screens, you know, iPhones, cameras, things that have a backlit screen. I think that totally affects you in negative ways. Your retinas respond to dusk through your normal circadian rhythm. When dusk sets, about 2 hours after that, your retinas have responded and your body begins to release melatonin, which helps you achieve that deep sleep. So the fact that you're able to create an environment, even that it's artificial now, where before it wasn't. I mean, we didn't have electricity back, you know, thousands of years ago, things like that. So it was your normal circadian rhythm. Well, nowadays, whenever night falls, we have overhead lighting, we've got backlit screens, we've got all this stimuli, all these things that are going on in our lives. Our body doesn't even realize that it's nighttime. It doesn't even realize it's time to prepare and go to bed. So the fact that we can control some of that by having no overhead lighting, having lamps only or candles, being able to you know, just create the right environment through the music we listen to, through what we're doing, whether we're reading a book versus a backlit screen. This is one of the reasons that I have a library and I have books that, rather than just you know, electronically through my iPad or my phone, which I do, and it's convenient when you're out and in the middle of the day. I totally support that if necessary, but at nighttime I don't support that. I want you reading a book that's not stimulating. It doesn't, you know, create, you know, a lot of emotion or anything like that. I want something nice and relaxing. So, you know, no overhead lamps, the right type of music, the right type of stimuli, no backlit screens. Candles would be great. You know, only lamps on the table, soft lighting, the right environment, the right sounds. And when you get some of this going on, yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? When you get some of this going on, now maybe not that, because that was a little stimulating for the body, but when you get some of this going on right before bed, wow, come on, wow, now you be, yeah, you know how deep you sleep, exciting stuff. So like I was saying last time, preparing your body for sleep, doing certain things. I have a lot of tips on things like that, but I think the most important thing is the environment. We talked about it with our food journal last time, being how we eat and how it affects our sleep. Well, same thing. If you're eating a lot of carbohydrates, if I eat, for my profile, if I eat a lot of carbohydrates, this type of thing before I go to bed, I'm not going to sleep well. Chances are, you know, no caffeine after 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Things like, it's got a 6-hour half-life, so no types of caffeine or anything like that. Decaffeinated tea in the evenings. You know, making sure. Pow! Get ready, it's coming. I know. What if I just cracked that? What do you think? Yeah, I know, it's kind of cool, isn't it? Some ice, like just, are you rolling? Are you rolling? Action, camera, makeup.
You're shining again.
What? I'm shiny. I'm shiny. It's because I just got out of the shower. Just got out of the pool. I'm all alone. Well, it's kind of cool.
Look at
Makeup.
Look at that. Yeah, really good.
Makeup. All right,
Let's go.
let's go. Here we go. What I was saying, I don't know your exact environment, so I can't say, you know, do this and do this and do this. There are ways. I'm going to give you tips. I'm going to kind of give you a general direction, but these are great ways for you to sit down and say, okay, what did he say? He said no overhead lighting. So how do I control that? I have lamps. I have things. Do I need to get a lamp? Do I need to bring it in? Where's my reading chair? Is it only an overhead lamp? How bright is it? How about 40-watt bulbs versus 75-watt bulb, 100-watt bulb? You know, do I read just as well with a soft light? Incandescent bulb versus LED. I know we talk about energy saving, blah, 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 all that stuff. But there's all kinds of little ways to create an environment for your body to prepare it for sleep. Again, if 10 o'clock is your bedtime, if 10:30 is your bedtime, if 9:30 is your bedtime, then you get your ass in gear and you create the right environment 2 hours prior to that. It may be 2.5 hours prior to that. It may only be an hour and a half prior to that. But again, just like with your food journal, I'm just giving you kind of these guidelines. I want to make this simple. I don't want to overwhelm you with a bunch of just so much stuff. Let's keep it nice and simple. Let's make some small changes. Let's see where you go. When you make a small change in how you prepare your body for sleep, just like you make a small change in your nutrition program or a food journal or a menu or anything like that, it's going to create some momentum. It's going to give you another idea that you can feed off of, or you can say, oh, this is what Jerry meant. This is what Jerry said. Okay, so now I'm starting to pick it up. So there's all kinds of ways that can come from. So just preparing your body for sleep 2 hours ahead of time. How do I achieve some of the things he said? I'm not going to tell you exactly. Overhead lighting, none. Lamps, yes. Candles, yes. Soft music, yes. Thunderstorms, lightning, rain, yes. Unless you're what, Thor or God of Thunder or what, unless you know one of the gods. Yeah, so there's all types of little ways that you're going to make those changes, you know, but make them small. Do something, you know. I think that you're going to know some nice difference with that. I did have a question in the comments, and it was about what if I exercise late, like I get off of work, 6 o'clock. By the time I get to the gym at 6:45, 7 o'clock, I work out for an hour and a half. It's 8:30, that is very disruptive to your sleep, because now you're stimulating your energy. You're moving into that time where you should prepare yourself for sleep. And like we talked about with the nutrition, talked about some fasting. If you're getting out of the gym at 8:30, 9 o'clock, you still have to eat. You still have to prepare your body for sleep. You have to go to bed at 10:30 to get up at 6 o'clock and get back to work. How in the hell are you going to do this properly? How are you going to get into a deep sleep? How are you going to find that 12-hour fast? These things. Well, I kind of hate to tell you this, but you're going to have to suck it up and find a way. There are certain exercises. This was the question they asked me. Are there certain exercises that I can be doing in order to not create a particular stimuli? Yes, there are. There are ways that you can put exercise and workout into your schedule. Whether you say, okay, I'm going to lift weights one day on the weekend and 2 days during the week, I need to find a way to either take a long lunch and work late, because maybe work's less stimulating than heavy weights, or something like that. So you can get your weights in at lunch, and then you can taper off your work towards the end of the day. So you're pushing on, unless you're retail. There's a lot of variables there, so I can't be specific on exactly, but that's what I would do. I always had my clients come in the middle of the day rather than at night. I never trained my clients after 7 o'clock. So it was 6 to 7. That was my very last appointment, and eventually I got to where it was 5 to 6. I didn't train my clients after 6 o'clock. I wanted their day to be finished. But if it's not for you, there's a few things you can do. One, don't look for those massive energy expending exercises that create a lot of stimulation, the fight or flight. We talk about sympathetic and parasympathetic. These are things that we're going to talk about as we move along in exercise. There's energy expenditure and there's energy cultivating. Let's say that after work you went and you did yoga, okay? And let's say it's not super peaceful yoga. Let's say you walk out of that yoga class or you walk out of yoga in your own environment that you created at home, like my yoga room or whatever, and you are sweaty, you're fatigued, but you've done an hour of meditation. You've done an hour of deep breathing, a nice ujjayi breath. You've done certain things that cultivate peace and tranquility and energy within you. And I'm not talking about stimuli type of energy, but energy that's going to continue with you to help you with a deep sleep or the following day. Let's say meditation. You know, I knew a guy, breathing techniques. There's all kinds of ways to exercise depending on what your goal is. Maybe you have to move your exercise to in the morning. Maybe you have to say, okay, I'm not going to exercise at night. As soon as I get off, I'm going to focus on moving my sleep earlier and get up and get my workout in before the thing. There are ways, but this is where it helps to give me a comment, ask me a question, put it in the comments below. Let me know what you guys want. I need to know this. So if you're able to make a comment and ask me a question, let me read them, let me figure them out. I will. You know, so responding to him, I responded directly to him. I just wanted to give you some of the tips that I passed through his way. I think we're going to continue over maybe the next couple videos. I think the next one we're going to continue to focus on environment. There's so much that impacts us on a daily basis when it comes to the external stimuli, the environment that we put ourselves in. We just talked about sleep. Get ready. How close is it? Here it comes. Wait, 1, 2, 3. I know. See? And I'll just talk about sleep, this weather. I am ready for a nap. So we're going to stay, I think we're going to stay focused on environment over the next video or two at least. So tune in. We're going to be talking about maybe it's your drive to work, maybe it's how your car is set up inside. I'd like to talk to you about that type of stimuli. Maybe it's your office, maybe it's your home, maybe it's the people you hang out with, maybe it's the music you listen to, whatever. There's a lot of things, you know. And again, these videos, I'm not going to drag them out. I'm not going to make 30 minutes. I'm not going to throw so much information at you that you just want to vomit, you know, because you can't understand it all. Let's make it simple. If you have something specific, ask me in the comments. I'll try to get to them or we'll figure it out together. Other than that, thumbs up, like my video, share it, move it along. How do we say it? You're not in this alone. It's Drew's, but Drew's cool. Yeah, let's, action, right? Respond to action, call to action. You know, let's have some fun with these, but I want to keep them going. So what the hell, people? Hit the button, like it, share it, tell your friends. Let's get some momentum here, okay? I want to go take a nap, but I think I got a little stirred up at the end of that video. So maybe in about half an hour I can lay down with stuff going on. So, all right.